it's me, Sapphire Hearts, and today I will be telling you some tips and tricks for DIYs. As you probably know, I love DIYing. I think it's really cool because you get to create different things, and it's a really cool part of being an LPS tuber. Now, I'm not a professional or anything of doing DIYs, but these are just some of the things that I do and have found out by doing DIYs. Also, stay to the end of this video to find out what my announcement is. So, without further ado, let's get to the video. Now, one of the first things that I recommend is to use LPS as a model to measure for your DIY. This helps for you to know exactly how big you want your DIY to be. As you can see in this DIY, I did not do that, and so it's just extremely tall. It's literally as tall as the LPS, and it just doesn't work. But as you can see in this DIY that I've done recently, it is the perfect height for the LPS because it's not too tall. This couch though just does not do it. So just use your LPS to make it size appropriate. The next tip is to use hot glue. Now I stress this a lot because I used to use tape, and that does not hold up as good as hot glue. Hot glue is sturdy. It will last you a long time, and so if you use like Elmer's glue or tape, it's not gonna hold for very long. So hot glue will be so helpful when it comes to doing DIYs because you'll know it'll last for a long time. Yes, it might break, but it will last you a good sum of days and months, maybe even years. Who knows? Depending on how careful you are with your DIYs. But yeah, I really, really recommend using hot glue. The next tip is to stack. Now this is very important because when you stack, it equals sturdy. That's the equation. Stack equals sturdy. So if you stack, it will really reinforce the sturdiness, and it will just be so much stronger than if you don't stack. And if you don't stack, it probably won't hold the weight of your LPS, depending on how thin your cardboard is. If your cardboard is really tough though, you don't really have to, but if you're using like thin cardboard or like flimsy cardboard, please stack. You won't regret it. It will look nice. It'll have a longer lifespan, and it'll just overall be so much nicer. The next tip is to cover with paper or scrapbook paper. You don't really have to if your cardboard is already like nicely colored, like a white or black or whatever, but I strongly recommend using like paper, like print paper even, or if you have scrapbook paper, I also recommend using that. It'll give it lots of more texture. As you can see in these two different dining room tables, this one is just cardboard, and you can see the stacks of cardboard. You can see all the stacks in here and all the unevenness that is with the cardboard that is stacked. But as you can see over here, it's all clean and crisp, and it looks so much better than it does than this one over here, because you don't have to see the jagged edges, and it makes it look so much neater and overall just very clean and crisp. The next is try different patterns. I didn't really do this at the beginning. Then I started looking online and looking at different patterns and examples of what I was trying to build. And I went on Target, Wayfair, Walmart, anything. Any furniture store or whatever you're trying to build. I would just look at different inspirations from different websites. Like for this chair, I didn't get the crisscross idea and like the different slates of wood, if you will. I didn't get that idea until I looked on Wayfair and I saw a chair similar to this, and I was like, oh, that's a cool design. So this one, I think I've said it so many times it gets old, but please, if you are throwing away ribbon from a Valentine's Day package, or even I did that DIY dress thing, you can use those lint chocolate plastic wrappers to make a dress. You can go see that video. It's in the description box down below if you want to go check that out. Whenever I buy something, I look at the tags to make sure I can use I got these off of tags. I got all of these off tags that I randomly got. So to summarize, just find things that you're throwing away, like ribbon, tags, anything, and see if you can use it. The last and final tip is to pay attention to the detail. Detail is just so important when you're doing DIYs, because DIY in a way is like a form of artwork that you've created, and I think it's just so important to show off those details that you've put into your DIY. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now, if you stayed this long, it's time for the announcement. The announcement is I'm going to be doing a Q&A. If you have any questions like regarding being in a private school, being a twin, anything, honestly, I will answer them, hopefully. So go ahead and comment them down below what you have to ask me. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, comment down some questions for my Q&A. Don't forget to stay safe and healthy. Love you all. Bye!